What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we're trying control Z-Mech. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to try to control the opponent, meaning remove everything they play off the field every single turn, and Z-Mech actually has a lot of really good control cards. Now, the thing Z-Mech does not have is good win condition cards, so we're going to be relying on Garg Feast to get it done. The reason this is not good is just because of its cost. It's really difficult to control the plants for an entire 10 turns. It can get very difficult. That's why we're running some medics, just in case the plants do a lot of damage. We'll at least be able to heal, so we have a few points of healing in this deck. Easy Bungee Plumbers and the Trappers. I think Trapper is actually going to be better in a control deck than Black Hole, because we do have knockouts to take out flowers, so don't really need the Black Hole to reduce the attack of different plants and set them up for Weed Spray. I also think the Trapper territory, since it does 1 damage every turn, you can actually combine it very well with Bungee Plumber and Wrath and Z-Mech's superpowers to actually finish off plants rather than just make them ineffectual. So the Sumo can also drag things around the field. Actually a very good turn 2 control card. Knockout is for flowers, Wrath is just for, you know, basic damage control. So the Weed Spray, we have Weed Sprays in order to take out nuts. Now, the reason why I'm running Bungee Plumber and not Rolling Stone is because you need an answer to Haunted Pumpkin. That's a 4/2. There's a lot of plants on turn 1 that can take over the game, and you really need Bungee Plumber to take them out. Not a whole lot of things with more than 2 health though, and so that's why I'm running the like the single target things. I'm actually going to target with damage. They can also be combined if you need more damage, like 3+2 will take out a 5 health minion, and then the field clear, this will be able to take out the nuts on the little guys. We're running Discotron and Rodeo Garg for our late game control. Now if you just imagine this, you can just put this on the field and then stick that 3/1 wherever you want. This can actually control the field pretty well. It'll take out multiple minions and at least damage a big minion while blocking other lanes. So if you can keep your lanes clogged, that'll be good. And the this will really trade, again, Rodeo Gargantuar, as long as they don't Grave Bust it. This will actually trade with basically any plant, even if they put like a huge thing like a Soul Patch and this get into a fight. This will at least, you know, survive a couple turns against that. So I think these are going to be pretty good control cards. Let's get into the games, and let's see if we can actually pull off the Garg Feast. We're only running 4 win condition cards in this deck. It's the 4 Garg Feasts. I'm gonna be tempted to keep a Garg Feast if I find it in our starting hands. We're gonna hard mulligan for some control. We're gonna really try to mulligan for the types of control that are gonna give us. The Exploding Fruitcake, of course, is so important, and it's a card that was sort of recently added to the game. This is our really only source of really big removal, 7 damage. It will conjure them a card, but no one cares. So we're gonna look first for some early game control. I think we're gonna keep Knockout. Don't really need the medics necessarily. Do I keep Fruitcake here? I think I will, just in case. And here's Z-Mech's Super. I mean, his Missile Madness is one of the best control cards in the game. 1 cost, 3 damage. Splash for 1. Ridiculous. Now, it would be nice to get a Trapper territory, just to be able to counter the Solar Winds this turn. No such luck. Did we go with Sumo? I don't know if we do. Now, what is our main concern? Our main concern is Fireweed. When you're playing Control, obviously it makes it a lot easier when you know what the big threats the opponent can do. Fireweed, I'm thinking Solar Winds. If we pass, it'll actually prevent our opponent from playing Solar Winds with the worry that we'll cover their environment. And I don't really know. The only thing this takes out is really like doesn't take out Fireweed. I think the only thing it really does take out is the what's it called? The Apple Saucer. But we have a Plumber in our hands, so I don't really need to do that. I'm not playing Sumo. I'll play it later. This is also a Gravestone against Solar Flare. The consideration there to play nothing is the fact that now our opponent should be afraid to play the environment. We don't want the opponent playing the environment this turn, so we'll keep going with that. It looks like it's control versus control here. I think we'll actually do pretty well with control versus control as long as we get this Garg Feast. I don't think Solar Flare's gonna be able to really burst us down very effectively. So what are we playing around? Briar Rose still? Again, Soul Patch is a problem. There's gonna be a couple cards that are problems, but you can't run Rocket in this deck, because it's not a Smarty hero. Or Brainy, I mean. Okay, 1 second, guys. Concentrating. What are we playing around now? Fry Rose? I'm actually going to develop a sumo. It might give him a little courage to play an environment. It does. I don't have the environment, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Got it 1 turn too late. This is going to be a little scary. I think we're going to want to be able to flick and environment, something like that. We can really environment plus. Strawberry. And there's that. So we have the entire thing here. It's you. It's not going to be super. It's this, flick, and plumber. Super is very powerful. So far have it under control. We're right now 5 cards to 6. Actually, if you count our Trapper territory, it's kind of 6 to 6. The sumo can actually drag things in here. I kind of like it. We're still at 20 health, too. That's good news. Let's develop sumo now. Yeah, we need Garg Feast, though. I'm gonna keep Garg Feast in our starting hands because it's so important, and even drawing 10 cards, you're not necessarily gonna get it. Interesting. Lazar, how are you? Tips for a free-to-play player. Reach Taco League is kind of hard. So again, I have a couple budget decks on YouTube that you can easily get to Ultimate League. They're at Smash Sports, and Aggro Solar Flare can still hit Ultimate League, no problem. We did get Garg Feast, so we got to control for 3 more turns here, which again, with 20 health and 24 health, essentially, not even that hard. So this is a legit use of the Fruitcake. This will not heal him, which doesn't really matter. This is when you use Fruitcake, though, is on there. Like, does still little damage to the face. Might as well start healing here. Trapper. Definitely goes to our face. We're not really going to be able to use much more than Trapper and one of these other guys this turn. I don't think it's too much of an investment. That's nice. Creeps. Oh, he healed a little bit. That was cool. So, priority certainly is taking out the Serpent Strongberry. That will do it. He'll do another 2+2. So we're still going to be at 14. And this dies before. So, I guess if it was a black hole, we could have knocked it out. A knockout's pretty good there. I think knockout, unless he plays... We don't have an answer to Strongberry again, but knockout will hopefully be able to control him this turn, at least. Weed Spray incoming. Yes! Wow, so it's knockout Weed Spray. It's knockout. What's better, knockout or lightning bolt? You know what? We can decide soon. So this is when we use Weed Spray. Question is, what's better next turn? I think since we have a knockout, the lightning bolt is actually better. It'll give us more options. Plus, if we happen to get a Bungee Plumber or a Wrath or a Fruitcake, this can actually combine with something next turn. You want to bolt that? I think so. Ooh, this is really nice. This is super nice. Yep. And no answer to it. This will also actually be another Garg on the field just for next turn. So, oof. That's a lot of damage. We're gonna knock this one out. We're down to 3. Oh, we're actually a berry blast away from dying now. Dandelion King is gonna be a problem. There's no way of actually preventing that damage. Now we have to go with the Garg Feast here. We're a berry blast away from losing though. Lawnmower. So far so good. Yes! Wait, we need a Garg in 3 now, and the fact he lawnmowered it makes it less likely, or a Zombot. We got Surprise Garg, luckily, for the save. Oh, wow. Wowee. Okay, we're in very decent shape. We're not a berry blast away from losing anymore. We're gonna draw an extra card. Thinking Cap is fine there. Thinking Cap should hopefully push us through, so gaining the card here is amazing. He's gonna go with that. Kill. We have the medic immediately to just make sure we don't die to some burst here. Thinking Cap is really, really good. There's Discotron, so we're gonna go with the heal to our face. I'm gonna go with the Discotron. I think this is better than Thinking Cap. What are we playing around right now? No, we're actually out of range of the Grapes of Wrath too. Yeah, this is the play. This is the play. It's impossible to counter, and we'll combine it with the Lightning Bolt. I mean, if he removes one of the cards and tries to set something up, we'll still be able to Lightning Bolt. We're gonna be just fine here. What's going on, Zip Fast? How you doing? So he's gonna go for the removal. You know, 1 + 3 takes this out. And button shrooms. Come on. Yes, perfect. And yep, that's lethal actually. No wait. Yes! It wasn't quite. He could have rolled double 3s and it could have rolled. If he would have rolled normally, he actually would have ended up blocking the 7. We were in really, really good shape there though. Whew. Pulled off that victory. I don't think I'm gonna have time for 10 games with this, so we'll see how 8 goes. Solo Rising sending me an aggro deck. Take a look just before this game. Aggro, yeah. The main card you need is Haunted Pumpkin. You can add some Power Flowers to this deck. It's better than the Laser Beam. Laser Beam's legit though too. And I believe that. Wow, did the game just freeze? That's weird. Oh, no it didn't. It just took a long time. Okay, I'm gonna keep the Garg Feast. I gotta keep Weed Spray. I don't know how important Wrath is in this matchup, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I think Sumo should be fine in case there's some aggression. Not always, but why not? Frame me up. And we got our super again. That's always nice to see. Dancing Mustache deck. It's interesting. It'll be fun. It's not going to be that effective though. I don't think we can. So if we play this, it will force our opponent to play nothing, which is fine, because then we have a good Weed Spray, etc. When did the Motel Lady incident happen? I don't remember. Wow. What is he gonna do? Spineapple? Well, we have 2 Weed Sprays, so I think we're in pretty good shape here. I'll start chipping away at this just in case. Our opponent has no cards left. See, a Spineapple will lose the game for Metal Knight here. Aggro Green Shadow deck. It's possible to do anything. It's going to be effective. It's for sure going to be less effective than Solar Flare and Wall Knight. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm... Ooh, you're weird. Again, the Weed Spray still works next turn. Unless this is a second Forget-Me-Nuts. The correct play is to actually do nothing here. We'll be able to Weed Spray just fine next turn. Goodbye, Sumo. I could have bolted it. The bolt's gonna be better later. It's better to save this. We're not taking any damage. Oh no! Here she blows! And see how many cards our opponent has in their hands? They can concede right now. There's almost no way for them to win. You gotta just watch out for walnut bowling. We actually don't have an answer to this 3-4 right now. Concerning... We're gonna actually crowd the ground lanes just to set up for the eventual walnut bowling on turn 9. Gotta watch out for it on turn 11 too. We don't have a knockout or a fruitcake or even a wrath, bungee plumber. A failed heal day. What are we? I guess we're discotroning next turn already. Let's just do this. Before he starts the other stuff. There's a knockout. So I'll go with the knockout. Why aren't you running chickening? Because we have weed spray already. We'll just put the Discotron here and we'll be fine. Why is Zombot so bad? Because it's cost very expensive and it doesn't do anything to what your opponent will play that turn. It only affects the things they played the turn before. Rockwall will actually work well with the Discotron here. Yep. It's Discotron. Or Rockwall. It's fine. Again, you can teleport Zombot, but again, that means you need to get those 2 cards in your hands, and you need 10. You need 10 brains and a combination of 2 cards. It's a very, very slow. I'll go with this. They say it costs. It costs very expensive. Ric Flair. We're doing Ric Flair. Even 1,000 cheer badge in this channel. You haven't been here in a long time, have you? Maybe you have. I'm just spaced out. Anyway, just playing the tempo. What's stronger, plants or zombies? I would say they're pretty balanced. Depends obviously on the matchup, but they balance the game pretty well. That is right. I'm really greedy early game strategy. You used to have a different name? What was your name before? Flare. Nature boy. He is protected. You have solar flare. Well, you have Walnut then. You can do it with Walnut. Walnut's pretty good. That's the game. Oh, he's protected. He is protected. Now he has 6 health too. Ugh, this sucks. Let's do this thing. Legends. Sorry, I'm really... There's a lot of chat today. It's nice having so many people here. It's just I'm not gonna be able to answer everyone's questions. Just the way it How many people are here? It's Sunday. Late summer Sunday. There's 270 people on the Twitch right now. I just feel how packed it is. 270, wow. Not bad at all. Every day I'm smoking weed spray. Smoking weed. It's actually guaranteed lethal for 1 damage to his face now, so. I'll see what this guy's soul. Why not Landscape or Rolling Stone? Again, it's a little bit... The reason Bungee Plumber is more important than Rolling Stone and this thing. Landscaper and Rolling Stone is very difficult to control with. I like running Landscaper with Neptuna until Neptuna because at least you can get multiple shots from it with Mixed Up Gravedigger, but it's really not as effective as just removing what they play, you know? Where's the highlights? Okay. Alright, here we go. So this is good. I think we'll ditch the Wrath. We have an environment now. This should be fine. We have an answer to Flowers, answer to the big Mega Grow cards. Strength is useless. We have an answer to anything I'll play this turn. Warlord going viral. You know, Z-Mech, the best Z-Mech, this is definitely not the best Z-Mech deck. The best Z-Mech deck is good old Sports Valk going viral deck. It's actually very good. I'll probably do that again at some point in time. Why is Chump Champion so bad? For the same reason that, you know, playing this on dry on turn 2 is just good. Nice to see a heal deck because we're not going to do any damage to his face. We're very good against heal decks. Zombat should be a gravestone. I think Zombat existing in the Ether is kind of nice. Now we do have an answer to Briar Rose actually. We have Exploding Fruitcake. I'm gonna make a freeze deck. It's gonna be hard to make a solid one because the freeze is very circumstantial. There's this problem with the curves of freeze decks. Once you start running Snowdrop, it screws up your whole curve. I'm gonna try to find a way to make it work though. That's a good challenge actually. To actually reconstruct the deck and give it a theme. You can't just make a freeze deck. It's got to be a it's a nice heal deck. I love this heal deck. I tried Zombat Gargolith 2 times in stream, and neither time did it work. Visit Dubai. Dubai would be a cool city cool place to visit. I mean, Dubai is my city. Still in good shape against this freaking heal deck. All we need is a Garg Feast. So yeah, you can hit Ultimate League with freaking Sport Z-Mech deck. You really can. I know. Again, he doesn't have hard removal, but he's lacking a big removal now. Ooh, decision time. So we have a bunch of ways to do this. We're not going to use the Exploding Fruitcake for sure, so it's definitely going to be Wrath. The question is, do we want to spend our second environment right now, or do we want to spend the Bungee Plumber? What's going to be more useful? I think the environment is going to be more useful since this is a heal deck, so I'm going to go with this. Yeah. And he can't get any kind of tempo with his Pepper MDs or anything like that because we haven't damaged him. Speaking of healing. Heal versus heal. We need Garg Feast. We just got to control him for 2 more turns and hit him with that Garg Feast madness. Weed Spray. Let's see how many click these he plays this turn. I have a feeling it's going to be several. Ooh. Alright, that's actually a Weed Spray target. The Fruitcake is definitely more valuable. It could have actually done nothing there. Oh, we got a knockout. We didn't get punished since we tapped deck knockout. Nothing! Where is Garg Feast? He can't heal if he's at full health. This is one of the best matchups. Baited the Weed Spray? I don't think so. I don't think this is going to be enough tempo until we get Garg Feast. This is a good play. Oh, he is running Cornucopia. Wow! Too bad we don't have that weed spray back. That was very bad indeed. No matter how many cornucopias he has. That was the worst cornucopia imaginable. He got 2 very bad 2s and 2 very... He got 2 very good 1s, but who cares? Here's the weed spray. Alright, let's go with Discotron. You can actually go medic, Discotron. So go medic here. No face. And strength. Stompidon going viral. Again, you can make a... Just don't do without Stompidon. Make a sports going viral deck. That's... Stompidon doesn't add anything. It makes it actually a lot worse. Wow. So he passed turn 11. So we'll be hitting him for 8. No, we're gonna use that as a control card. It's a little bit greedy to brute strength here. This guy's got this full hand. He's actually milled. There's Garg Feast. We don't have any lanes open now, so we just want to get scorched. Please scorch me. As soon as he removes these guys, we'll Garg Feast. Having, you know, can't win with that Garg Feast. Cute. Beautiful, beautiful. And the 3-1 will actually proc the block here, hopefully. Nope. And there's Garg Feast. I love them not to be all on the ground, so it's not cutable again. There's Garg throwing Garg. Nurse looks really good. Alright, so his super, he's gonna block here, so there's 3 choices of what he can get. It's heal, super, Holoflore he used, so it's either heal, super, or scorch. Now, super takes out the lowest health guy. So this is actually immune this turn, so we'll strength this one. It's time to start finishing this game. Now, the super can take out the nurse, which will save him. If he doesn't get super, if he gets heal, we're gonna win. And it's actually the brute strength that actually kills him when he heals, because it's gonna be exactly 16. So, yep. Just didn't want to brute strength the nurse, because the nurse would still be tied for the lowest health and could have gotten chomped by his super, so it would have been a waste. Yeah, Garg throwing Garg. Did very well at proccing the block there. Well, it was some kind of cute, you know, control cornucopia, heal your way up to cornucopia deck. He wasn't able to, he didn't stand a chance. If that cornucopia he played had actually been decent, then fine. There's been so many lower cost cards added to the game, it's actually really diluted cornucopia, as opposed to Plankwalker on the other side has actually gotten better because the average pirate cost has actually increased. So we have the answer to environment and answer to anything. We have a lake in control card, and we have our win condition. So I'm gonna keep this and usually get another early game. Tactical juke. 3-0. This deck is open. This deck is effective so far. Well, the $100 for the 10-0 technically was for plant decks only. We've had plenty of zombie decks that have gone 10-0 with trickster decks. You don't need Bright Rose for that. I should get the no trickster challenge also for the zombie side. So this will do that. That's Weed Sprayable. I mean, he's gonna set it. No, that's a really good sign. That's a sign that these 2 cards are going to win us this game. I'm gonna be really greedy with this Weed Spray. Wait till he plays the Pecan Left. This is a pretty high ranked guy, so I assume he's not just going to be playing Spineapple here. It's going to be Pineclone. And we're doing still nothing. And we're past. He's not gonna be able to get it in, and he has no way of doing bonus attacks. Pineclone, you know, great responsibility bonus attack could really get it done. We could do 18 damage in this lane, but it ain't happening. Decision time. No trick zombie deck? I have a feeling this lightning bolt is actually the worst card in our hand. The knockout's gonna be better later, so I'm gonna start by doing this. Usually you want to use the more expensive card because lightning bolt's very efficient for its cost, but just based on the matchup and seeing what he's doing already, it doesn't seem like that's the way this is gonna go down. 3 damage oh, and we got another Wrath, so we actually have the replacement for our 3 damage card. Really, it's, the way this is going, that will probably be the absolute best target. I don't think we Weed Spray yet. I guess a key Pineclone we could always, I mean, we could Weed Spray, it doesn't take out this, it'll take out these 3 cards. I think Weed Spray's always going to be better than Knockout. So let's use Knockout. What about Flowers, though? We'll be fine. And then what? We have 2 fruitcakes in our hands. We'll be just fine. What's going on, Bookist? Welcome back. And we got our Knockout back. I'll take it. We're definitely not Discotroning. We can Discotron... Probably never. We can Discotron on turn 9. So Wrath is, again, the flick is going to be better in this matchup, so we are going to use Wrath on this. There's going to be a lot more high health, low attack guys than the opposite, so that's another legit 3 damage target. Good thing we were redeemed by getting that Wrath, and we're doing absolutely fantastic so far. I think developing Sumo is actually legit here. It could even make for a much better knockout. That's interesting. Here was better. Okay, I'm gonna cake this. And we'll take 2 damage this time, we'll be fine. We're gonna use our Weed Spray and our knockouts eventually anyway. Attack you there. Plols. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with 300 people in the chat here today. Pass. What are you looking for tips? So far every person Fry his face is acting like they don't belong in Taka. I don't know what this guy's doing. There's enough cards in the field for us to Weed Spray now. And we have a knockout in case he Pineclone, so that's how this goes. Goodbye. See you next time. Fun day Sunday. You have Captain Combustible, any budget decks? Yeah, just go to YouTube for these types of things. Just go to YouTube and type in budget Captain Combustible. There's a budget Captain Quick Win deck there that is definitely still viable and will get you to Ultimate League. If played correctly. I think this is actually fine now, because we're probably not going to have to do multiple things, especially with this Discotron evading here. This is turn 9, so we'll give him 1 turn to clear our field before the Garg phase. We're really just setting up some damage and stuff. Yep. So you always put the stronger one in the first lane. Actually, in this situation, maybe the other way is correct. So Fruitcake will be able to take out really Pineclone or anything, so let's use the knockout here. So we're actually gonna sort of want him to remove something here. Charging his block meter for 5 damage. It's okay. Here's another weed spray. There's more weed sprays we get in this matchup. That's fine. Garg Feast is looking a little sad right now. We're probably gonna have to actually wait an extra turn before we Garg Feast now. Come on, proc his block. No. Ugh. Healing. I actually want this to die. Maybe Bungee Plumbering this one is fine. And we actually will proc the block. Oh, we could heal this though. Oops, I should have saved the Bungee Plumber for next turn. That was a mistake. Yep, that's why. It's okay, he's not doing a whole lot. We'll use that next turn. It's Garg Feast time. Elderberry should get nerfed? I don't think so. I think it's legit. See, I don't think we actually Garg Feast here. I actually Weed Spray. Fruitcake. Very good card. And Strength. We got it from Exploding Fruitcake. We gave him another card here, but it's okay. We can actually Sumo Garg Feast right now, which will help us control him. That'll be nice. Why not? Just watch him get the double dragon now. Oh man, if he plays dragon, we is screwed. So Sumo Garg Feast is quite good here. I should have actually played the Sumo in lane 4, so it won't be proccing his block. You're interesting. Okay. Double, this is the... No, he's running bodyguard. Oh, this is fine. 3 Gargs. 4 when we proc the block. We got super here or something. Oh, baby! Oh, look who it is! Mr. Zombat! So obviously he needs super to live here. Got him. Being patient with the Garg Feast can sometimes really help. He had, you know, we had the good field clear play and he got super, so he's still alive. He only has 1 card in his hand, now he has 2, so the chances of him being able to control us this next turn are quite unlikely. And this will, in case he does clear things, which he needs to at this point, this will help fill those lanes back up. Oh, whoa! Wow, that is so much damage. This is 8. We're doing 8 to him. He's doing 10 to us. We're gonna be able to heal our face a little bit, which is the good news. Ugh. That is a great, that Astracados, holy smokes. We'll be able to get up to 6, thankfully this turn. Get a little seed. This actually goes here. Moving around, moving around. Lead spray. So this is a... Actually, wait. No, we're actually only getting up to... Yeah, we're getting up to 6 heals for 4. Right, it's a 3-3 heal for 4. I almost never use this card. I get mixed up. So we're actually pretty safe. Even again, yeah, and it's just... That's the last card. It's just a seed. So we will weed spray him one final time. And say goodbye. Good matches here. Good matches against Z-Mech. Look, we're not using the best deck either, so we're not playing against very strong opponents, but we're using freaking Control Z-Mech. So. Against the tier 2 decks that we're playing, this one's doing pretty well. You think I'm getting lucky? I don't think it's been a lot of luck. You're saying against because the opponents haven't been so strong? Wow, Captain Combustible is gonna be so hard to control. Oh, what are we gonna do here? This is a lot of fruitcakes. Repeat mod, you're just never safe. You're never safe. I'll keep this. Let's hope for a lightning bolt. Perfect. This is gonna be so hard. If he has running repeat moss, it is. I mean, we're not going to be we're not going to be charging his block meters unless he's running repeat moss and fertilizer. We'll probably be okay. I'm not going to use that quite yet. Berry deck. I think a berry deck is actually good news if it's just not a repeat moss deck. Even with MRP, he has so many bonus attacks. He's got so much stuff, and if he's running berry burst, also, it's going to be a problem. One more card. That's how it's done. Gonna get the 3-for-1 here. Wow, 4-for-1. He's running out of steam already. This is the best thing in a control deck, because we're gonna be reluctant to even use the exploding fruitcake because if your opponent is in a top deck situation, it's gonna be GG. It's already 5 cards to 3. Now it's 6-4. And the environment should be fine just based on what we've seen so far. Was he trying to set up a Pineclone? Wait, so I was thinking berry, but after everything else we saw, this is actually a Pineclone deck. Probably. What's going on, Master? Aw. You guys are so nice. Thank you guys so much. Beautiful community here. I wish I could respond to every comment, but thankfully there's still 270 people here. And now he's passing it up. I have a feeling we're going to see a Pineclone, but we do really have answers to Pineclones here, which is nice. In fact, just 3, 4, 5 really answers it. Pass. Slender's in. If he understands that we're controlling him. See, this will be good as a gravestone to front repeat moss with. I think we're still in a pass situation. We're going to have to play something next turn. We can go with the Garg, though.
Hello.
There's that. It's a bungee plumber. So, this is legit. Onion rings. You're right, it could be an onion ring deck. It's a swarm deck, which is really good news. And it's not a burst them down with repeat moss deck. I think this is quite legit here. And he has very once this gets on the field, this is actually going to be very much in our favor. I'll put this on the ground. He should control whatever he plays this turn. Lily. Really, Lily? Ooh. Doesn't control that, though. So we'll get the Lily out of here. We're gonna be able to kill this with the knockout fruitcake. Let's take this out. We could go. That's it. Wait. Okay, after. Okay, so we did 2 damage to our face. And 5-2. So we're just fine. Just knock out. I'll save the last gravestone in case we see repeat moss. We're gonna have to front it with a gravestone, so. Right here. I'm very reluctant to feed him anything, so I'm probably gonna use the knockout. I'm not so. Why? What the heck? What? He's running this card. Wait! Why did he play that? Okay, we have 2 knockouts, so we're using 1 here. I'll use the Wrath. We have a lot of direct damage, so we're going to want to save 1 knockout. Who is this guy? Why would you play Potted Powerhouse? He could OTK us with Potted Powerhouse if he had any grow in his deck. I don't know what is going on here. It's a strategy deck. The person's name is Baby Lonely, so... It is a Maul Kill deck, it's just that's not how you Maul Kill! Oh, come on, man. Definitely not how you Maul Kill. So, Trapper, Knockout gets it done. What the heck? Don't even know what's happening. So... Let's start developing some stuff here. 1, 2, 3. I'm just calculating some lanes. This is legit to face. The rest of our control cards are pretty cheap. Yeah, this is fine. You can always drag something into the Trapper lane and take out mostly anything. Another one. So we have Trapper. And that's fine. Moving around, moving around. Dude, you're weird. So we'll want to destroy the team up ones, since team up ones are better than not team up ones. Bungee, 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 bungee. And we still have these fruitcakes that we didn't even use. Cover this environment. And we're set up quite well for Garg. He's doing 3 damage to his face. Don't bungee? Think saving it is better? I could hear the argument. So he has no way of preventing tricks, no forget-me-nots, no bananas. The scariest thing he could do is a repeat moss combo still. It always is the scariest thing. There's that. Small kill. That's all of his cards, by the way. Least scary things ever. So Conjurings and stuff, so card draw's pretty good for him now since he's out of steam. Garg, wannabe hero with 20 health against Captain Combustible, who has no hard removal, and 2/7/7. Pretty good. So he'll draw a card off the Bird of Paradise. He's preparing himself for the arena mode. It's pretty good. That's another 4. Oh, got the beta carotene. That's for superpowers. That's actually really good. Let's see what he gets. That's not bad. You can get a bounce. Getting a jumping bean here would be amazing. No. We're just gonna spend our fruitcakes now. Oh, baby. So this one always gets fruitcaked. How do we spend the second one? This one. Enjoy your fruit. Enjoy the fruit. This is guaranteed lethal. He can't deal with the 620 with one of his powers. It's impossible. You grow me. It was better to kill the Bird of Paradise, which would have survived the matchup. We don't really need the extra 4 damage, and we don't want him drawing cards in case by some miracle he could have survived there. Cycle Cap is actually weak against this deck, meaning this deck is strong against Cycle Cap since we're playing control, we're not going to overcommit ever. We have plenty of cheap environments, plenty of field clear. I'd love to see how this does against Cycle Cap. 2 Garg face, so we'll definitely get rid of 1. Against Grass Knuckles, this is good. Is healing good? Probably, maybe knockout. This isn't bad. We'll probably get a turn 1 play. Here's I Like Plants. Here's a ultimately Grass Knuckles. This is going to be the hardest matchup today. First of all, just because Grass Knuckles. Depends what he's running. But usually a heavy Mega Grow hero. And second of all, it's an Ultimate League guy. Starting off with, wow. This is actually really good against us. This is actually going to be a major problem. We didn't get a Sumo or a Trapper territory or anything. have a feeling we're gonna see a dinosaur right now. Triceratops. Split Pea. I don't know, do we fruitcake this just to make a setup? We actually, this is such a weird play. We have to actually fruitcake this thing. We're being very, very revealing about what kind of deck we're running. There's a plumber. I like what I see from this guy so far. He's gonna be very scared of our super right now, though. This is a little bit more efficient against Umbrella Leaf. We're still doing okay. We can heal next turn. I wonder if I should have used Knockout there instead. I definitely should have used Knockout. Why would I not use Knockout? There's Trap. I should have used Knockout and saved the Bungee Plumber. Whoops. Just to take out more of these later. From the past when Z-Mech is good? Again, there was one point in time when Stompidon was OP and Conman had 4 health. Stompidon cost 3. Escape Through Time cost 1. There was a Z-Mech deck that was really top. It wasn't the best deck in the game, but it was top tier. It's a trap. Okay, so the Knockout can take this out. He didn't actually follow up. See, he went all aggro, but he didn't have the plays on turns 3 and 4 to really back that up. So there's Weed Spray. Should be fine. Is Fossil Head still good? I've tried it. I couldn't pull it off. Right, Fossil Head was OP. Everything was OP then. Wow, you know what? I just don't have very good cards here. Weed Spray's quite good here. We're still taking 4 damage a turn. We really need an answer to this freaking thing. Wow, we're not blocking. Okay, we'll be able to probably light 2 out of 3 chances to Lightning Bolt that next turn. So we have the Garg Feast in hand, but we gotta survive 4 more turns here. It's definitely doable. We just have no answer to this thing. So again, we usually get a Lightning Bolt here. Lucky. Nothing in the water now. Discotron wouldn't be bad. Man, we could really use a Discotron right now. Discotron, we need a Rodeo Guard, just something to get this game under control. Knockout. We're almost dead. I don't even know what to do here. That's what we got from Captain Cucumber. Really tough card. We just don't have our fruitcakes. This is just a game of us having all the wrong. We have all these cards, just all the wrong answers. We don't. The cards we do need are Fruitcake and Wrath. We didn't get, and Discotron, and I don't think investing this right now is right. I mean, it's still possible to survive here on 2 health. It's very unlikely though. What can we even get that would help us? Discotron would be the best thing. So. Did get it. We'll be able to chump block him in 1 other lane. We can also play Trapper and Plumber, so obviously Grave Buster will win the game for him. A bonus attack will win the game for him. This is still actually okay, never mind. I'll put my foot in my mouth. Pretend I didn't say anything. It's okay, it's okay. First of all, we're not playing 10 games with this deck. It's taking way too long. We're gonna play 2 more games. Going 7-1 with the Control Z-Mech deck, I will be quite pleased. Here's Rose. Okay, so Rose does have Brain Mana. I'm not really scared of Rose though, because we haven't answered all the solar cards. Graves. Okay, so we're gonna keep a Garg Feast. I guess I'll keep a Bungee Plumber. I don't know what Rose is gonna run that this is gonna be the answer to it, so that's probably better. Even going 6-2 with this deck, I'll be okay. I'm having fun. And it's a competitive deck. The point is here, we're not trying to make the new best deck in the game. That wasn't ever going to be the plan. The plan was to be able to play the control genre with Z-Mech effectively. And this will actually be a first, so... the good Z-Mech deck is Sports Z-Mech, with Valks going viral. And Exploding Fruitcake. Help that deck along. Exploding Fruitcake is actually one of the it's probably is the best, the most efficient big removal card, because in terms of a tempo removal card, it only costs 2. And control versus control, here we go. This guy's name is Fred Link. Anything to do with our viewer, Freddy? Discotron will be cool here. I think it's a freeze deck? It's possible. So should I play the Discotron to burn a card? What if it is a freeze deck? We have knockout. Don't have big removal yet. So what are our worries? Our worries is Dragon Fruit for sure is a problem. I'm gonna play this on the Dragon Fruit turn, actually. Pass. Yeah, this is gonna be our answer to Dragon. Kid Bogey. So what's better than this? Fruitcake would be better. Bungee plumber him in the face. So we want to be able to get a Fruitcake. A second Garg Feast could... Oh, we have 2 Garg Feasts already. Alright. Burn them. I want to keep the environment. Ooh, we can do this 2 turns in a row now. I'll take it. I'll take it. And the dragon will be better to split. This is the biggest one, so he'll want to put his dragon to the left of this. So that's why I'm putting it all the way to the left. So in order to prevent the 4 damage, there's Bryros. Wow, that's what he's been waiting for this whole time, huh? So we're actually gonna play kind of a round dragon here. Weird. Doesn't matter because we're covering this environment anyway right now. Reflect our enemies. So we're just stalling for time. Dragon-wise. Again, we don't have an answer to the... Well, this... Well, again, he could go dragon in 5 if he wants. It's not smart. We're gonna actually do a lot more damage to him if he dragons in 5. He'll probably understand this is a great matchup. I love this. No dragon! Okay then! That's fine. Getting ready for impact. The dragon on when we pass turn 11 though. Ooh, you know what? If he's really smart, he's holding the dragon for turn 11 because he realizes what we're doing here. In fact, I'm gonna spend a card right now to do 4 more damage to his face to put the pressure on to try to get these dragons out earlier. You know? 3 does not hit. F. Frank, sorry, I've been ignoring your deck for a while. Here's a sports deck. You need 4 coaches, though. You need 4 coaches and more going virals. Otherwise, we got some fun stuff going on there. What should you take out? Get rid of Cryo Brain for sure. You can get rid of your... get rid of Cryo Brains. Get rid of Camel Cross and get rid of the one professional zombie you got in there. And you don't need the medics either. Pass. See, now we're passing because we have full lane, so it's not necessarily... There's the dragon once we pass. You can kind of see what our opponent's doing here. So we do have this play. Opponent's gonna ramp a little bit. Our opponent waited until we passed to play the dragon. Intelligence. So this is turn 10 now. So we can zap this. Cool at our zap this. Okay, so we're gonna actually... No, we actually want to lightning bolt it. Pass. Second dragon wins the game here, of course. We're not gonna be able to catch up. Oh, that's unfortunate. So maybe this was better then? Our Garg piece costs 23 now. Even this costs way too much. Only doing 6. There's no point in playing this if he's able to remove it. If he's able to get rid of this one, he wins no matter what. And where would we play this? Doesn't block anything. Or healing doesn't help here. If he can remove... Right. Wow, that's 10! Wow! Okay, it's a good rose, you know? Played it very well. That's good. 5-2. Yep, we're not going to be able to counter Dragon. There's no actual card that is effective counter now. Except for Sumo would have helped. We didn't get Sumo. I feel like we did the Discotrons all in the right time. We did actually get one of the dragons out early, which was fine. He had the second. I think without the second, we actually would have won the game. We would have zapped that first one. It was down to 3 health. Unless he healed it, which he already used the taco on his face. And I think that was doable. And then Garg Feast would have been the next turn. We would have been able to Garg Feast the turn before he pulled off the heal combo there. Alright. Zap Zap. I'll get rid of the healer. Weed Spray is probably better. Do we keep the Discotron? I think so. Gotta worry about berries for the most part. Bow Shield, bringing the luck. Dragon against another control deck is very good, but there's so many decks that can beat Dragon, and then the ultimate counter to Dragon is just Poké Zombie. Poké Zombie is ruins dragons. The $100. It's passy time once again. We really don't have a lot of early game control cards in our hand, so I'm kind of happy to see this happening. Man, it's been so long in the meta since there's been just pass versus pass. There's so few control decks that are actually good nowadays. New card ideas? I'd love to just see a new set come out. You know, I don't have any specific ideas. It'd be cool to see some new synergies like Fruit Synergy and, you know, take advantage. We can start. There's no reason not to start. I think putting this on the ground, making it more susceptible to Spikeweed Sector is probably better. Good night, Kim Taeyong. There's Great Buster. And thank you so much, Simon, for gifting the 7th gift sub. Wow, thank you. Okay, so our opponent's taking advantage now. Actually gonna control this turn. Two, 3, 2. Try to absorb a Grave Buster here. If he has the second one. We do have answers to basically anything here. A silence mechanic? I don't know if there's a need for that. Dude, are the active abilities of things that important? Wow. That's 2 cards investing into a 2-drop. This is just why this is so ineffectual. Why did he not do that on Heights also? Now he's in a bad environment. Still have the answer here. I.e. Wrath. And this Fruitcake is another, it gives him a card that's actually taking out 2. It's destroying the bubble, essentially. We have a banana split clay model. That's cute. Very, very cute. We have 2 more turns to control him. He's out of Grave Busters, probably. He's gonna be reluctant to do it again, too. Weed Spray. I think I'll go with Rodeo here. It's very expensive. You know, if he plays 2 minions here. See you later, Warrior. Very interesting. Wait, how does this work? We want these to be matched up. This is a decent one to rock though. Still dies in 2 turns. Actually, did the rock wall do nothing there? Oh well, it makes him not able to Berry Blast us. There's some more options now. We can heal it. He's healing it good. 4 and 2. We just have a couple more turns here. Well, let's go with this. I guess playing Discotron this turn is better than next turn since we don't want to have full lanes for the Garg Feast. And that'll be it. Does he get this from Fruitcake? 3-1, you want to go on Heights. Well protected against environments. Ooh. That's interesting. What do we like better? Our 4-4? Or this one? We can actually Trapper and Fruitcake this one. This doesn't even die. So it'll either be a 4-4 or a 5-3. Guess 4-4s are better? Okay. So this rock wall was insane. My bad. Proper block, perfect. He'll kill something here. How you doing, Simon? Cheese shover? Ooh, what do we do here? Is developing Rodeo? I guess this is fine. We can actually kill the card that we want here. And yeah. Not head. Interesting. Beats. So we're moving this. I believe we move it here. And then it's very likely we'll get some kind of frenzied Gargantuar coming up. We're not going to use Weed Spray here. Some kind of frenzied Gargantuar will actually be able to finish this off before it's able to even be effective. We're in amazing shape, of course. It's turn 11. We've got 2 Garg Feasts. And again, Forget-Me-Nuts would be effective here. Would be very effective. But even then, so he's healing now. So we'll get 2 Gargs. A Smashing Garg would be perfect. Oh, that's a 3rd Garg now. Thank you. We're gonna get an upgrade from a 5-3. Don't you worry. So that's actually very good. That's fine too. Oh, it's Garg Feast time. Here we go. And we got defensive end dies here. Gargantuar is not good. This was a bad Garg Feast. Better luck next time. But we're still at, 12 health. Should be fine here. Gargantuar will grow a little bit here, I guess. Gargantuar. Ooh, and that hit. So just need to proc the block. Can actually... I want to do the... Oh no, I want to do the Wrath to face. We don't have enough minions, though. Maybe we'll get it next turn. Another Garg Feast. What's that? Ooh, that hurts. So it's gonna be... It's gonna be Garg Feast again. Come on! Where are you, Zombat? Gargalith now is very interesting. Alright, so what happens here? The Gargalith does survive, even after the 1 damage. The Gargantuar survives. This does not. If we plumber his face right now, I'm just trying to think what is he going to get off the block? Should be fine. This will probably proc the block and then the 7/7 kills him. Oh no, sorry, it's just gonna hurt the soul patch. Never mind, I'm not taking any damage right now. So this Gargalith is fine. He's gonna splash a little bit. We're actually taking 5 to replace this. So this actually, the soul patch actually dies though, which is good. This grows. That grows. It's actually going back in the gravestone. It just kills that. Alright, we're doing just fine here. Gargalith will hide all these in gravestones. Alright, so this should be fine. Heal up face. Wrath takes this out. We're in good shape. Yeah. Right. Chat's reminding me of the soul patch. Soul patch is dead. So it was the exploding, you know, the death rattle, so to speak, of the gas giant, and then the 7 damage deep sea Garg that finished off the soul patch, which is generally a very difficult card for us to deal with. But I guess Garg Feast is the end of the soul patch. Huh? All right, guys, 6-2. I'm happy. This is competitive. We had some really good games. That's all we're gonna have time for because this deck is so slow. The slow decks, I don't have time for 10, we'll just do 8. But hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. Nice to have a decent control Z-Mech deck. Z-Mech does have some good big removal now with Fruitcake, and Discotron and Rodeo Garg were actually quite effective. It's really nice having those big gravestones to really mix it up in the late game, so I love that. The medics were fine. Everything kind of worked actually, so hope you guys enjoyed. Peace, this is Fry.